All right, good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Best Daily Bets channel. I'm your host, Dylan. We got a little bit of a late start today, mostly because we had to figure out what the hell we were going to bet on with all of the leagues postponing or whatever. Anyway, we settled on a couple of baseball picks and a single soccer bet. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what we've got today. Game number one. And if you're not a soccer guy, take this one or leave it. But I kind of am, at least from the betting sense, certainly. So I'm going to take this one for sure. Here's the deal. We've got the second division of the Netherlands, or in the Netherlands. Okay, so second division in the Netherlands. So we've got, I'm going to butcher this one, SC Cambuur and NEC Nijmegen. Yeah, I'm sure that was off, but whatever. So we've got these two teams. We're taking SC Cambuur on the money line, currently sitting at minus 190. All right, so decent juice for a pick. I think that's going to cash pretty easily. So SC Cambuur, they're on a 5-game winning streak, not including friendlies, since we don't do that. And if we look back, the last game these teams did play in 2020, SC Cambuur definitely took them. So I know not a whole lot of other interesting information on these two teams here. But just based on the track record, based on what I'm looking at here, I'm taking SC Cambuur on the money line to take this game. All right, let's move over to baseball. All right, and again, so take that one or leave it in that first pick. I'm very hot with soccer, but I get if you don't want to take that. All right, so again, let's move over to the baseball, to the MLB, and we've got the over of 9.5 in this game. Why are we taking the over? Well, because Robbie Erlin just faced the Braves here a couple games ago, and actually, I'm sorry, excuse me, he's faced them twice. So in 6 2/3 innings, he's given up 6 runs. So as you can see, he did last 4 innings on the last go-round and gave up a couple. Both of these games were overs. So feel pretty good about that. If we flip back here and take a look at Zach Wheeler. So in that game, that was a 6-5 loss. He actually pitched really well. So I would like to take Atlanta. However, the closers are not good for the Phillies. So if you give me the fact that this dude, the fact that this guy, Robbie Erlin, has not fared well against the Phillies, and we're let's see. We're looking at 89 degrees, so it's going to be a scorcher. All right. So you couple all those things together, and that to me spells over. Now, if you look at this team or these teams and their last 4 games, let me read out the totals of the last 4 games. All but one of them would have caught the over. All right. So 13-8 Phillies, 11-2 Braves, 6-5 Braves, and 5-4 Phillies. All right, these teams like to put runs on the board. So let's and then just so we can kind of drill this point home, the Braves played a couple of they played a doubleheader with the Yankees. They didn't play yesterday, so they had the day off, and of course neither did the Phillies. So I think these two teams are going to be well rested. I think their bats are going to be swinging hard, and I do not believe in the pitchers for the Braves. So there you go. All right. So again, we've got the over of 9.5 for the Phillies and the Braves. Pick number 3 is going to remain in baseball. Going over to the Royals and the Chicago White Sox game, and we've got the over here too, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason why we've got the over is because look at this dude, Reynaldo Lopez. It's got an ERA of 13.5. Let's dig into that. So Mr. Lopez has so one game he got completely lit up, in the other game he gave up a couple earned runs. Not a terrible game, I guess, but let's take a look at how he fares against the Royals. And the answer, ladies and gentlemen, for some of the hotter hitting Royals is not good. So Soler, who's tearing it up right now, he's batting .647. Hunter Dozier's batting .385. Whit Merrifield batting .353. I don't really know O'Hearn very well, but O'Hearn is batting .455 with a pair of homers. So he's got a couple of jacks. Sorry, I didn't even mention Soler has got 3 jacks and 17 at-bats. I don't think this looks good, but then you go over to look at Danny Duffy and see what he's done against the White Sox and you know, the pitcher. Interesting. So pitcher's batting .500 against him. I don't think that's going to make a difference. But we've also got Adam Engel at batting .467, Tim Anderson batting .344, Jose Abreu batting .321. These guys have some homers between them. So you know, other than Keuchel, that I don't think that's going to bode really well for them. Now let's look at these teams. They played 3 times this year. Game 1 was 3-2 White Sox. Okay, fine. Game 2 is 11-5 White Sox. Game 3 is 9-2 White Sox. Common theme here. White Sox can score. So I'm not terribly concerned that they're going to put up runs, and I am concerned that Reynaldo Lopez is going to give up runs. Thus, an over of 10 is absolutely in the cards, I believe, for this game. All right. Pick number 4, your 4th and final pick. It's going to be the Oakland A's. So the A's have been taking the lunch. They've been eating the lunch of the Astros. I think it's going to continue here, guys. Why? Because Chris Bassett's got their number. McCullers isn't pitching great thus far, although I do think he's a good pitcher. He gets, I think he's averaging 3.4 walks per 9 innings against an incredibly patient hitting team in the A's. So this I do not think is going to go well for McCullers at all. Again, so the 3 games that the team have played, it's been 3-2 Athletics, 3-1 Athletics, 7-2 Athletics. So you add to that Bregman's hurt, that Springer's probably not going to play, and everybody else that's a real viable starter and player for the A's is playing. So I'm taking the A's money line, sitting at a nice healthy plus. Well, actually my site says plus 105, so whatever, doesn't matter. Same thing. All right, so let's bring it to camera so we can bring this thing home. We've got the money line for, I'm gonna have to look at this, SC Cambuur. Okay, taking on NEC Nijmegen, whatever. All right, so take SC Cambuur on the money line at -190. Pick 2 is going to be over between the Phillies and the Braves, sitting at 9.5. Pick 3 is going to be the White Sox and the Royals, over of 10. It's a high one, but take it. All right, it's going to hit. And then pick 3 is going to be the Athletics money line, taking on the Astros, whom they have dominated. All right, so get those picks in, guys. Let's make some money today. We'll be back at it tomorrow with some hockey, those morons. But we're going to bet them, and this weekend we're absolutely going to take some UFC picks. So stay with us through the weekend, guys. Be sure to check back here for your videos. I know that sometimes the notifications don't come up, so do check back around probably no later. This is a late video today. Probably no later than 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time daily for another slate of the best daily bets. Thanks a lot, YouTube. Have a great day, and good luck out there.